Will Joshua Van become one of the youngest champions in UFC history by taking out Alexandre Pantoja? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
I mean, you could just dissect it a bunch of ways. It's like if I think Joshua Van wins it, I would say probably a couple of the later rounds, and then he could steal it with his cardio, high pace, and I think Joshua Van mixes up body shots really nicely, and that's something I never really tried against Pantoja. I was just trying to nail him in the face, and I think Pantoja, they don't call him, he got that cannibal nickname for a reason, man. That guy could just take an ass whooping for sure, too. So, but I mean, I think probably the more likely of outcomes is Pantoja goes and gets it done.
It's interesting. It's all going to depend on if can Josh stay off his back. If Pantoja can put him down, Pantoja all day. But if Josh can stay on his feet, we got a good fight. We got a really good fight. Yeah, you know what I mean? I like Josh's chances if he can keep it standing. You know what I mean? But that's a tough task. And plus, Pantoja can crack too.
I mean, we're talking about experience, versus, a young just killer with knockout power. I think Pantoja has earned the right where, there's guys at certain points in time where you just don't bet against them, until they see that fail, and for me, I'm not a guy that's going to bet against Pantoja. I think he's a well-coached guy. He has a great, comes from a great team. He's proven time and time before, even when he's, had some adversity in fights, he comes back, he knows how to finish. The guy's a legend at this point in time. So for me, I think Van's a great fighter. I might be a little too soon. It might not be. But, obviously when that opportunity comes, you don't pass it up. You never say no to any UFC fight. But a title fight for sure is not one. So, I would stick with Pantoja on this one just from experience, just from toughness, just from, being around the block so many times. He's just a guy that again, I just don't bet against anymore. He's one of those guys. And Van obviously has the KO power, and this is the biggest fight he'll ever have in his life right now. So we'll see. Sometimes that pressure can be a little much when it's early in the career. So I have to go with Pantoja, but really, when you got a guy who can drop bombs like that, it's always a toss up.
Oh, damn, man. It's just hard, like, right now, the way that motherfucker Pantoja fights, it's just hard seeing him lose. I'm a little biased because Joshua Van is my boy. So, like, my heart wants Van to win. But, it's just, Pantoja's one of those people, you just gotta see him lose. You know what I'm saying? Until you see him lose, like, because he's one of those people where it's like you'll be watching the fight and he looks tired in the second round, but then never stops. He's so mentally is on like a different level than I think most human beings. So, I want Van to win because like good people, you know what I'm saying? Like, love watching his fights. His fights are awesome, but that Pantoja is he's from a different planet, brother.
Let's go Joshua Van.
100%, bro. Pantoja smashes this guy. Pantoja is semi-Merab. MMA have level, Some guys, bro, they just cross the level and they go to another level, bro. They go to another dimension. And right now, I think, like, Pantoja, Merab, this guy is going another level. Like, same like John Jones, like Alex Pereira. These guys are the legends right now, like, these guys are another level. Like, my dream is become a fighter like these guys, like, on this level,
I just want to see a change in the guard. Not that I have anything against Pantoja. I'd like to see Joshua Van win. Guy's a fantastic boxer. I think he's one of the better ones in boxing. I think he wins. I think he can outbox Pantoja. I think it could come down to those, if Pantoja starts to mix in his grappling and how well Pantoja mixes in his grappling, or if he gets sucked into that kind of that crowd pleaser. And if he gets sucked into the crowd pleaser, I think Van wins, and I think he wins dramatically.
Talk about figuring out the game plan. I don't think anybody beats Pantoja anytime soon. Kai Kara France, they just had that battle, and you saw what went down. So when you have that difference of styles with the grappling versus the striking. These striking guys need to get on their takedown defense and then get a couple stand-ups or reversals off the bottom. If they could do that, if they could be really, really solid against anybody with that, then they're gonna have more opportunity to get to the feet and keep it striking. So I give that one to Pantoja. Van's a beast. He's such a dope fighter, but I give that one to Pantoja.
I would think Pantoja. Yeah, he seems so well-rounded.
I kind of hope Van wins just to kind of mix stuff up, but I would pick Pantoja for sure.
And Pantoja outworks Van.
I like Van. I do like Van, but I feel like Pantoja's just too experienced and he's just on a different level than these guys.
Hey man, Brazil all the time. Pantoja.
Oh man, listen, bro. When I watched Pantoja fight Kai France, man, when it came to the grappling, it was just light years of space between the skill level. And I think Joshua Van kind of suffers from the same thing I suffer from, where like if you didn't have to show it, people assume you don't have it. So I don't know how good his grappling and wrestling is, and if he'll completely be able to stay away from it. But if it goes to the ground, man, I think Pantoja gives anybody in the world at 125 a huge problem. So I think Pantoja's gonna retain his title.
I think Pantoja.
I gotta go with Texas on this one, right? I live in Texas, so I gotta support Joshua Van for this one.
Pantoja, always a house in Pantoja. He's.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Pantoja's cool, but Joshua Van's from Houston. We don't train at the same gym or anything, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Josh Van.